From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, February the 25th, 2020. Reporting to you from tonight's JBS Election Forum set. A truce between Israel and terror group Palestinian Islamic Jihad in Gaza appears to be holding today, at least as of the time of the taping of this newscast. Roads reopened and train service resumed in southern Israel this morning. This follows 2 days of attacks on southern Israel from Gaza, with a total of between 80 and 90 rockets fired at the region, most of which heading towards populated areas were intercepted by the Iron Dome missile defense system. One rocket did land in a preschool playground in Sderot that had fortunately been evacuated moments before. There was some damage from the rocket barrage, though no serious injuries. And following up now to a story we told you about yesterday, that over a dozen Jewish community centers had received emailed bomb threats on Sunday. That number is actually over 50 JCCs that were targeted. None of the threats have been found to be credible, and the JTA reports that none of the emails named the specific institutions or used anti-Semitic language. 43 immigrants from Ethiopia finally reunited with their families in Israel today. The immigrants from the Falash Mura community have been waiting for years in a camp in Gondar to come to Israel. Falash Mura refers to the community in Ethiopia and Eritrea who converted to Christianity often under duress during the 19th and 20th centuries. Because of that, they cannot immigrate under Israel's law of return, but must get special permission from the Israeli government, which was finally received. Likud ministers accompanied the group from Addis Ababa to Ben Gurion Airport, where they reunited with parents, grandparents, and children they have not seen in years, with the song Veshavu Banim being sung, referring to the return of children to their home. Well, another local parade in Europe is causing outrage. The annual carnival procession in Campo de Criptana, Spain, took place this weekend, where participants dressed like Nazis dancing next to a float reportedly symbolizing a crematorium. Israel's embassy in Madrid condemned what they said was the vile and disgusting representation trivializing the Holocaust and urged European countries to actively combat anti-Semitism. The group in the parade claimed it was a tribute to Holocaust victims. The city council of the town condemned any mockery of the genocide by the Nazis against the Jewish people. As we reported to you yesterday, this past weekend also saw the Aalst annual parade, which took place in Belgium, portraying Jews as insects. One day after presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders said he would not attend the AIPAC policy conference next month, the pro-Israel lobby released a list of those from both sides of the aisle who will be present, including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and Representative Hakeem Jeffries, who is chair of the U.S. House Democratic Caucus. We had reported to you about Sanders boycotting the conference over accusations that the pro-Israel lobby provides a platform to leaders who express bigotry. The Conference of Presidents of major American Jewish organizations tweeted that AIPAC brings together a bipartisan diversity of all sectors of society from across the political spectrum, writing that boycotting this important opportunity for dialogue is irresponsible and counterproductive. And President of the Union for Reform Judaism, Rabbi Rick Jacobs, tweeted that if Sanders wants to lead the Democratic Party and the nation, I hope he can speak to, engage with, and even debate everyone. Writing, "Don't skip AIPAC, speak to and with participants at AIPAC." The Jerusalem Post reports that AIPAC also reached out to Jewish congregational leaders with an open letter for congregants to sign onto to Sanders that rejects his statements and supports AIPAC as one of the last remaining vehicles in American politics that proactively seeks to bring Americans from across the political spectrum together to achieve a common goal. And by the way, AIPAC and participants are using the hashtag AIPACProud, which is trending on Twitter. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, February the 25th. An historic first here on JBS. We are hosting a live election forum for the World Zionist Congress at 7 Eastern with Mark Golub, Shachar Azani, and myself. This is the first night in a 3-night special of these forums with representatives from 14 slates running in the elections. They will answer our questions and maybe yours. You can post your questions to our Facebook page and to Twitter at JBSTV.org. At 9 tonight, it's the Jake Ehrenreich Show, and at 10, a discussion on Jewish humor. And coming up right after this newscast, Mark Golub gives an introduction to the election forums. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, February the 25th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader.